So what do we mean by team? It's this. You've got this definition in other places in your binder, but if you want to jot it down, you can. A team is a group of people working, here's the key phrase, interdependently. Depending on each other, needing each other in order to be successful. I can enter that marathon all by myself, and I can accomplish that goal regardless of what happens to anybody else in the marathon. I will rise or fall, succeed or fail, all by myself. I don't need anybody's help in running that marathon. But if I were a member of a team, we'd be working interdependently to achieve a shared goal, a common goal. You cannot be a team without a goal. It is the sine qua non of team. And it's a goal for which we're mutually accountable. I'm counting on you. I need you. You can count on me. We will be accountable to one another. That is what makes us a team. And we don't want just any team. We want collaborative teams. That's the fundamental structure of a PLC. So again, we need to get clear on terms. What do we mean by team? What do we mean by collaboration? Clarity precedes competence. And Becky told us in her keynote, collaboration is a systematic process. Now, when you hear systematic, let's go back to loose or tight. Does systematic sound to you like it would emphasize loose or tight? Tight. If you do something systematically, it's what? Tight. You make sure it happens. I'll give you an example. Safety checks at nuclear power plants. Don't we hope they're kind of tight about that? It's not, if you're in the mood today, you might want to check the nuclear reactors. No, we want to know that there is a system in place. Somebody's monitoring the system. They've got redundancies built in. They make sure certain things happen. They are tight on that. Well, that's how we approach collaboration in a PLC. A systematic process in which we work together interdependently, there's that phrase again, in order to impact our professional practice. This is huge. The only reason we ever put you in a team, the only reason we give your team time to collaborate, the only reason we ask your team to focus on certain questions is so that when you go back into your room, it will actually impact what you do. You will change the way you teach. You will change the content of what you teach. You will change the way you assess students. If it doesn't impact professional practice, it's a waste of time. What we found is that in many, many schools, people like to collaborate as long as the subject stops at their classroom door. We like to collaborate about dress codes, tardy policies. Should we have a Halloween party in our school this year? What do you think? Is that a good old American tradition or satanic worship? We'll come together and debate that. We'll collaborate like crazy about things like that because I can go right back in my room and do what I've always done. In a PLC, the whole purpose, the whole focus is to make sure you don't do what you've always done. It's to impact your practice. Now, here is a very important message. You're going to hear for the next 3 days how important it is for educators to collaborate, but we want to stress this. If your state passed a law that said every teacher in the state must be given 2 hours per week to collaborate with their colleagues, it will have absolutely no impact on student achievement if they don't co-labor on the right work. Michael Fullen put it this way. He said that collaborative cultures, which by definition are indeed powerful because they have close relationships, but unless they're focused on the right things, they can end up being powerfully wrong. We've seen in a toxic school culture, giving people time to collaborate just reinforces the negative aspects of the culture. It turns into grouping by griping, and that's not what we're going for here. So the real key, and Becky emphasized this in the keynote, you're going to keep hearing it over and over again. The key to take back, the question to take back to your school is not do we collaborate? Because the answer could be yes. We've asked people all across America, do you have a collaborative culture? Everybody says, oh yeah, we're very collaborative. We have secret Santa days, secret Easter Bunny days, secret Goblin days, right? The real question is not do we collaborate? The real question is, what is it we're collaborating about? Unless we are focused on the right work, we are not going to see gains in student achievement. So, your challenge is, will we do the right work? It's not collaboration light. You can't settle for that. Or collaboration. We have to actually co-labor.